Hello everyone, aka no one, because I stopped posting and nobody loves me. Hello, it's been about 2 months since I last posted, so sorry about that. The main two reasons is because of school finals, and the fact that I went out of the country to go to France and Spain on a school trip. It was really quite a blast, and we went to a whole bunch of really cool places, like this really cool church that had a bomb in it, another church, this really cool castle, and then a different church. Oh, and then we also saw the Eiffel Tower and all the different touristy spots in France. We also stayed at some hotels with weird bathrooms. I also got quite a few souvenirs. For example, I got this fat sheep at a monastery in Spain, and a really good smelling perfume, and the tiniest of spray bottles known to man. That cost 50 euros, and was definitely a really good purchase on my part, and use of my money. That's all fine and dandy. However, the algorithm only cares about the bad stuff that happens to people, so I'm here to tell you about the story how my phone got stolen by the French government. It was on June 8th when the crime happened. It was one of the main travel days where we were headed from Bordeaux to Biarritz. On our way to Biarritz, we had a trip planned to the wonderful mountain of sand on the south of France, known as the Dune Ballet. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. My French teacher can yell at me later. It started great. Everyone was having a great time struggling to get up that beast of a mountain. I made it up with barely any breath left in me and got some epic pictures, as you can see. It was really quite beautiful, but it was around 1 p.m. that me and my friend, that I shall call Ella for the video, decided that we wanted to head down because it was getting close to our meeting time for the whole group, and we also wanted to get some lunch before we got back on the bus for a very long 3-hour drive. It was here when the unspeakable act was committed. We were running down the dune, and I was singing a stupid little song because I wanted to be weird, and so I started recording myself because I thought I was funny and that it needed to be documented for historians in the future. It was right after I had finished recording that, from what I can remember, I had put it in my bag. Spoiler alert, it was not my bag. I had sat down to put my shoes back on, still very much unaware that my phone had likely gone missing. But because I still hadn't figured that out yet, me and Ella had already made our way down to get food at one of the little food stands. When I was in line, I was going to touch the group chat with that stupid little video I had just made of me singing. That was when I found out my phone was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I took apart my whole bag and looked everywhere for my phone, and it was nowhere to be found. Naturally, I started freaking out, and I was incredibly stressed. I called my mom and did the whole thing. We started looking everywhere for this expensive paperweight. One of the girls even brought her whole friend group and looked all the way up the mountain and back down. She was very sweet. I owe her my life. After I had looked around and asked for help, asked people, went to the front desk, everyone, blah, 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 there was nothing we could really do, as I had already canceled all my credit cards, and we had walked each way to Wednesday all the way around the entire dune looking for my phone. So there was nothing we could do. It was later that I found out via Find My on my iPad that someone had taken it and brought it to some random house in some random city in the south of France. I'm very lucky though, because once I was able to get a hold of my mom, she had managed to get a replacement, so I would have one waiting for me once I got back home. It all ends with a happy ending. So I guess the moral of the story is not to trust the French government. Also, I was an iPad kid for the rest of the trip because I did not have my phone. So don't let the French government steal your phone. Oh my gosh, you made it to the end of the video. I'm honestly surprised you made it through all of my shenanigans, or even like me that much to finish the whole video. But if you really do like me that much, then maybe consider subscribing if you like me, maybe, if you want to, not forcing. Or maybe if you really, really like me that much, you can join my Discord server, which I will have hopefully linked in the description. Hopefully. Let's hope I do. Anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a great day or night. Bye-bye.